Hello. Welcome back to our channel, Trucking with Mr. Coach. My name is Danny Cordero, and I'm back. And I apologize for being in hiatus for a while, but there's been some changes, some move. So it's been kind of overwhelming feeling, and not knowing, how to go about setting this thing up, or at least letting you guys know what's going on. Before anything, I want to thank you guys, those of you that keep sending me messages, and both through YouTube and personally asking me, what's going on with me. How come I'm not making any videos? And for that, I apologize because again, I know, once you start doing these videos, you guys kind of become like a family, and so here I am again, and now I'm gonna come forward and let you guys know what's going on. Before anything, like the title says, thanks Stevens Transport. Um, I words cannot express, my gratitude and how thankful I am, for how I was treated at Stevens. Yes, I said that. How I was treated at Stevens. Um, I no longer uh, worked at Stevens. I an opportunity as I was getting ready to take my classes, my business class. An opportunity came up that I couldn't refuse. I couldn't refuse. It was the opportunity of being. It's not local. It's still over the road, but the opportunity of seeing my family, my daughter, especially my daughter, my precious daughter, 14 years old, freshman in high school, and it's the boys are kind of in their boarding school, and they kind of move on, and they're probably not even thinking about me every day and things like that. But my daughter, again, we developed such a wonderful relationship over the summer last year when the two of us was just here, the two of us, as I was taking classes to get my CDL, and getting acquainted with a new state, a new city, and and all of that was weighing on me, and there still might be a possibility where she will go away also to boarding school, but while she's here, um, I wanted to be part of at least the end of this school year. She's having a phenomenal year as a freshman, and I'm proud of you, baby girl. I'm really proud of you, and because it's been hard for you, where different people have been taking care of you, and mom is now back on her chair, doing her thing like always, and and I know that's a big part why you everything is back in track. um, so yeah, like I said, there is no animosity, there was no wrongdoing on Steven or anything like that. Like I said, up to Saturday before Super Bowl, Friday was the last day of class that I took for business class, and I was getting ready to sign my lease on Monday after Super Bowl. I received a phone call from my uncle, my mentor, and when it comes to trucking, the main reason why I decided to come into trucking, and there was an opportunity of a lifetime that I couldn't refuse. As my uncle's getting ready to retire, um, and I consult everything with him. He, to be honest with you, he said to me, I didn't expect that you were gonna stay in trucking. So to see that you were able to go to Stevens and go through, to training, being away from your family, and he was extremely proud of me to see how I handled being by myself, and knowing that I was getting ready to go into a leasing program. He kind of said to me, "You kind of forced my hand, so here's my offer to you." And again, it's an offer that I couldn't refuse. I will be making more money that I was making as Steven, and the decision was not just about money, So don't get me wrong. I mean, again, I got to support my family, got to take care of my family, but the decision was not just about money because everything that Steven promised me, it was there and more. Um, but again, my uncle knew that to get me out of where I was, he needed to make an offer that it was going to be sweet. So, again, I was making more money than what I was making, and also the opportunity of taking over the company, his company, which is something that I kind of had an idea that he wanted me to do that, but I didn't think that it was going to be so soon. I thought he would want me to do it, 2 or 3 years, and then, but he didn't tell me that he's getting ready to retire this year, at the end of this year, and he kind of you know, wanna make sure that you know, for whatever's left of him working, that we're both doing it together and we're going over everything. So I'm very well rounded when it comes to everything that has to do with the company. So again, this has nothing to do with Stevens. Nothing to do with Stevens. I'm very thankful and grateful for for what I've learned. For my first trainer, Mark, Mark Dixon, I appreciate what you did for me. It was unfortunate that your mother passed away, and we couldn't finish it. But I was blessed to have, um, to have finished my training with D. Raj, King D. Raj, David Rogers, whom it was insane. It was just taking it to that next level. Not only that, but not only in trucking but in life. All the advice. We make fun of him that whether he pays drivers with advice or things like that. But the man, um, for somebody being younger than me, he's very wise for his age. And again, D-Raj, thank you, appreciate it, because not only you taught me about trucking, but life, health, and I stand here today, or sit here today. Um, when I got into his truck, I was weighing at 250 pounds. On my last medical that I just did, um, I weigh in at 207 pounds. So I lost 45 pounds in a matter of 2 months. I would say from November 29th to 30th when I got on the D-Raj truck to when I just weighed myself about 3 weeks ago. So in a matter of 2 months and a week, I lost all that weight. So thank you again. I want to thank Josie Garza, head of recruiting department. Uh, you know, thank you for everything that you did for me while I was there, and anything that I could help. Please don't think that because I'm gone, that will, I'm now an enemy. That's not the case. I still get phone calls, plenty of phone calls from people that want to come to Stevens and people that are at Stevens that call me to kind of guide them through the things that they're going through. Which from the beginning, the people that let me know that they were going to Stevens, I always made myself available to them, and we've developed those relationships. So definitely, um, by any means, this means that I'm divorced from you guys. You guys are, you become part of my family, and I am here for you guys. To the people from Puerto Rico, I want you to know, which I will make a video in Spanish to make sure that I let you guys know. Um, I want you to know that these people are really serious about, not only recruiting you into their company, but also developing you and, and taking you to that next level. So with my eyes closed, I will trust what they're telling you. Jesse Soto is somebody that is doing a great job in when it comes to recruiting, and not only recruiting but telling people you know the right things. I when people call me about Stevens, I always tell them, listen, go to any company, just get started. Like D-Raj used to tell me, just get started. That's the most important thing. But if they do decide to go to Stevens, even if it's not her area, I normally send people to her, because I have not one person call me back saying that they were disrespected or treated any different way, other than with all the with all the respect and very professional. So Jesse, great job. Thank you for being there. Fernando Pina, Apadin, um, Roberto Seda, um, Edgardo, a number of people that I apologize for not remembering your names right now. But it's all of you who have called me once, twice, George. Um, Again, it's a bunch of people that reach out to me, and I'm here for you. I know this is going to be a little bit shocking for you because you're finding out they're here, but I kind of wanted to give it a little time and make sure that I thought the way I was going to frame this video, because no way, shape, or form I want to make it clear that in no form Steven did anything wrong. It's just that in my case, an opportunity came up that I just couldn't refuse. Not everybody has an uncle that has a company. I did. I do. So again, you know, um, this video is mainly to thank you guys, to thank Stevens for the opportunity. You guys did a wonderful job on your training. If you go back and look at my videos, one of the main reasons why I picked you, I had you and another company that held you guys highly on your training. You guys did not let me down because I feel very well prepared to take on whatever comes my way. So thank you, to you as a company for having a high standard, and and also what do you call, and also those trainers that that do their job, because a lot of times trainers get only the trainers that do bad get good things said about them on YouTube. Most of the time, the trainers that are good, they don't even want their names to be mentioned in YouTube. In my case, I don't mind mentioning my trainers because, um, first of all, I got the green light to mention their name, and second of all, um, my second trainer, D-Raj, he's a YouTuber, and you know, with him, even if he didn't want it to, he deserves for me to acknowledge it publicly that he did a phenomenal job with me, and even till the end to to be able to call you and consult with you what I was going through, because only you knew what I was going through. I think probably even before my wife. Um, when the offer was presented to me, because I was very overwhelmed because being introduced to the daughter of Alan, Stephen, uh, to the Stevens, again, the interview. These people were getting ready to, you know, put me under social media, advertise me, and if you want to, release those videos, you got green light from me. Again, I have no animosity towards you guys, and so all these things, loyalty, because I'm a very loyal person. But I presented all of this stuff to D-Raj, and all he said to me was, man, at the end of the day, family is what matters. We're all here doing our thing for our family. Some of us are gonna stay here 3 years doing our thing, and in your case, you have a fair, a legitimate um, excuse. So not only an excuse, but you have a great opportunity presented to you. And and I thank you for being that person that I could count on, and advise me the right way. And even after I was gone, to go out of your way and call me and find out if everything was okay. So thank you again. Thank you, thanks to your wife, for being such a kind person, and you know, I want to wish nothing but the best for your beautiful children and you as a family. Um, what else? What else? What else? Um, I will be making more videos. Uh, it may change now the tone, because now I will not be in a big company anymore. But I will be a Stevens defender because the way I was treated. Again, uh, I got nothing bad to say about Stevens, and I'm glad that when I was at my school, which Roadmaster, even before I got there, I did my homework about Stevens. So when I got there, and I was trying, I was I was being kind of like persuaded to go somewhere else. And because I did my homework, I stayed strong with Stevens throughout that month when people were trying to convince me to go somewhere else. But anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys know. Um, I apologize again for taking this long to make a video, but as you understand, this was a big move for me. And and again, I feel that I betrayed you a little bit for not letting you know right away. But as you could understand, out of respect for the Aaron family, and Stevens Corporation, I needed to give it a little bit of time. And those of you from Stevens who have emailed me and asking me, what, wishing and hoping that everything is well with my family and I appreciate you for reaching out. I didn't feel the time was appropriate for me to talk to you guys because I just, I felt embarrassed to be honest with you, because I didn't know what to say, what to do, but again, thank you again to those fans. We're gonna be back making more videos, showing you another facet of or another face of trucking with Mr. Coach. Okay, so I hope you guys keep following my journey. I hope you guys didn't tune me out for being out of the loop for so long. But again, I went out there with the right mentality, ready to go out there for 5 to 6 weeks at a time. I did not waver. I did not, you know, my mentality was that this for the next 3 years, I was getting ready to do this no matter what, to go out there over the road, and I knew that the first 3 years were going to be hard on me, and this opportunity came to me a lot sooner than what I expected. So it was, it's almost like when you go out there thinking, expecting the worst, and then a great opportunity comes up, and it's always been my mantra, always expect the worst, so like that, the surprise is the good stuff, and in this case, it happened. So thank you again for all your support, and the support of my family. And I know it's in English, and some people don't follow this man, but Alex Abad, somebody that he has his channel in Spanish, and another person that I also consult into a lot of my decision making, and uh, Luigi Martinez, who's also been somebody that again, he kind of been somebody that the reason why I'm doing this. This young man is 33 years old, and when he first came to this country as an 18-year-old, was one of my first players that I help out, kind of get acclimated to the States and things like that. Once he was done with baseball, I helped him out with jobs in New York, and uh, lost touch with him. And then once I moved to Florida, we got reacquainted. Come to find out, he's a trucker. He's been trucking for 2 years, and we reunited again, and now he's 33 years old. So it kind of makes me feel old, but again, as I do more videos, I'll explain to you why does he come back into play, because it is when you do things for the right reason without expecting anything, God or whoever you believe rewards you and pays you back. Because when I did the things that I did for my ball players, all I asked them was to pay it forward. And come to find out, one of my players paid it forward back to me, to the old coach. So thank you, Luigi, again. And again, you'll be seeing him again. Remember, the sky is the limit. Oh, yeah.